Okay. Linux YouTube's live. Twitch is live. Okay. Oh, wrong shit. So what are we doing today? We're gonna do a little, and I need to update this info. We're gonna do. We're not hauling colonization. We are mining platinum. All right, let's update that, and let's update this. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm still coughing. If I'm not always gonna have time to hit the mute button if I cough, so I apologize for the loud coughing sound. It's been 3 freaking weeks. And it's not like I'm coughing, you know, with all kinds of phlegm and shit coming out of my lungs. I've just got this dry cough after my cold. Cold's been done and over with for a long time. Temperature's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. cannot get rid of this stupid cough, so hopefully it'll go away soon by itself. And I'm drinking iced tea to kind of soothe my throat. But if you hear me coughing, I apologize. I'll try to hit the mute button as much as I can, but it's not always going to happen. All right, so what are we doing? We are jumping to Omicron. All right. Oh, landing gear. Hello.
Ship is clear. This is Control, signing off.
And of course, I forgot to get limpets, so we're gonna stop at a station to pick up some limpets here right away. Or I guess we could go to the stronghold, but getting in and out of the stronghold takes longer. So let's go to the station.
Sup, Holdman? How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Fat.
Still got a little bit of the cough, but it's a dry cough, so hopefully it'll go away before too long in the next week or so. I'm gonna do a little more mining for the community gold today. Now, have you been doing mining for the community gold?
Nope. Working on Cutter. Said. Fatifat.
Working on Cutter. What do you mean by that?
Second account. Empire.
Oh,
Said.
gotcha.
Fatifat.
So you're doing Empire rank. Got it. That reminds me.
Houston Maya Golf, India, November. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Access authorized. Please head directly for
Not
Bay
as many
09.
Empire courier missions as I remember. Said. Fatifat.
Well, the location we used to do them got ruined by colonization. I hear there's another location that's pretty good, but I can't remember where it is. I need to find somebody that found it. There's a new place that's supposed to be pretty good for that stuff. All right, let's see. Where's number 9?
1,000 meters from
That's
touchdown.
right there. Let's pick up the limpets. I am a little surprised you're not doing the mining, because you were doing mining just for money, where you were getting paid half of where it's at right now. So you can literally make money twice as fast right now with mining.
Are at your disposal.
But I get it. You got a second account, you got to train up. I know that. But this thing is going to go away in probably a day, I think. Let me check Inara, see what Inara says. Goes. Looks like it's estimating in. Huh. Hold up. 9%. That's.
I thought it was 2 weeks total.
It's 2 weeks
Said.
unless it ends early,
Got it
and it's
back.
going to end early, is what it looked like. So this got extended. So they added another level. It looks like, yeah. So it was 5 levels, and the 5th level was going to be done tomorrow. So it looks like they extended it to level 6. Interesting. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, so it is going to be 2 weeks then, because they're not going to, it's not going to get to 100% of level 6. It was going to be at a level at 100%. But if you look at Inara, it can predict, based on the current rate of people doing it, when it's going to be over, when it's going to hit 100%. And 100% was going to be hit tomorrow. Today would have been like the last really day to do it. But it looks like they added level 6, which now extends it to the full 2 week period. And they've done this in the past sometimes. They if they don't want to end something early, they just add one more level to it. So if we go in here, we should be able to see. Another level. Yeah, see, there's level 6. So before there were only levels 1 through 5. And Grom hasn't even hit level 3 yet, or tier 3 yet. And now they've added tier 6, which is like another 100% more. So, yeah. Then you got time, for sure. Well, shit, so do I then. I got time. I thought I had to do this today just because it was going to end tomorrow. Well, I'm here. I might as well do it.
No reason not to make bank, said Fatifat.
So it's 444 per platinum piece. 444,000. Normally it's 212,000. That's more than double of the normal highest payout. Which means, 1,000 of these is 40. It's 444 million, so 440,000. I can't do math, dude. It's too early in the morning. Bottom line is, it's a lot of money.
10,000, said Fatifat.
What's 110,000? Okay, now I can fly.
Normal pay at 280,000/ton for 384 tons. Said. Fatifat.
I've never seen 280. I guess that could happen, but I've usually seen about 215, 220. But I guess if you find stuff for 280, that's good. But it's 444 right now, so. So 444,000 times 1,000 units is 444 million. Well, duh. Simple math. What the fuck? I'm not a moron. I should know that. Yeah, so 444 million for every 1,000 loads, or every 1,000 units. So it's basically just over two and a quarter thousand units for a billion. Pretty good. Oh, god damn it. Shut up.
Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Four more ranks to Cutter. Said.
Okay.
Fatifat.
Are you doing them in the old, in that same area we've always done them in, or are you doing it somewhere else?
Yup, hold area differently. Said.
Okay.
Fatifat. Cobra 5 does this to Esquel. Said. Fatifat.
Yep, I think that's actually what I was using.
Hull integrity compromised. Programming leader drone. Asteroid scan complete.
That one's crap. There we go.
Prospect
50
limit
feet.
engaged.
This is still my favorite spot for platinum mining. I've
Asteroid
tried a
scan
number of different
complete.
locations. This is still my favorite one.
Mining for anything specific today. Said.
Yep,
Schism.
the community goal, so platinum.
Slow down. You might hit that space rock. Said. Dervianta. Money. The answer is always money. Said. Fatafact. Oh. I got good news. I got tracking for my flight set finally. Said. Schism.
Tracking for your flight set. Remind me?
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed.
I ordered a Verco set back in December.
Oh,
Schism.
that's right. That's right. You did tell me that. Yeah.
Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
So you're gonna get them probably this week or next week then?
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Tracking says this Monday delivery.
Nice.
Said. Schism.
Well, you're gonna enjoy the hell out of them, I'm sure. Where's the?
Cargo hold at maximum
Yep, where's
capacity.
the actual?
Programming limpet drone.
Do it again.
Prospect limpet failed. Prospect
Okay,
limpet
get it
engaged.
done.
Programming limpet drone.
You know, I find that these little asteroids quite often are nothing but pure platinum.
Limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet
Except that one isn't.
engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect
That one
limpet
is
engaged.
good.
Asteroid scan complete.
Nope.
I'm pretty excited. Also can't wait to get back into Elite Dangerous. I've missed playing.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun. You could go mining and everything. I actually like mining. I do mining in almost every space game that I have. So I don't do it all the time, but I do enjoy mining generally. I've done a lot of it over time because it's so, you know, it's non-confrontational. It's low stress. You just sort of chill and do your thing.
Asteroid depleted. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect to limpet failed.
Drink diet Mountain Dew and go chill,
Engaged.
said. Fatifat. Mining is my least bad thing. But he dollar for the CG, said. Nervianka.
Well, if you guys remember, I started doing my mining platinum for merit videos like 2 weeks before the CG, so I would have been done mining by now, but with the CG, I'm no longer doing it for merits. I'm just doing it for, well, for the CG and for money. Oh yeah, I guess I already handouts. Okay.
Asteroid scan.
Drop this one.
Programming limpet drone.
Also noticed why we have a mine, so they can sell us per made ships for mining, said.
Sell us what?
Nervianka.
Sell us what ships? Pre-made ships?
Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid depleted. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet
Post today for mining ships on the store, said. Nervianka.
Oh really? Oh, I need to check that out. I haven't seen that.
scan complete.
That's funny.
Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone.
Crate and key laser mining free build. How convenient. On sale now, said. Battle Vortex.
Crate 2 for mining is a horrible ship for mining. I don't think I'm going to be buying that anytime soon. Is this crap? This is crap. Hey, what's going on, Vortex? How you doing?
Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
The background music is nice today. It's kind of reminding me of the old Sonic the Hedgehog games,
Hmm.
said. Schism.
Well, that's good. It'll change. It's a playlist, so
Asteroid scan.
glad you're enjoying it right now.
Programming liquid drone.
I moved my lasers around so they're all closer together now on this thing too. I don't know why I had them so far apart last time. So I think since we're gonna have another whole week of this community goal, even though it should have been wrapped up tomorrow, I think everybody that wants
It's
to make
got
sure
engineered stuff on it. I am doing good.
it's
Said
got engineered stuff on
Battle
it.
Vortex.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have enough cargo capacity. That's the problem with it. Engineered is good, but the cargo capacity is what matters for mining.
Maximum capacity. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet
I've been using my T7. It needed some love. Said Dervianta.
T7. So anyway, I started saying it and I got off track, which happens all the time. I think if you want to ensure that you get 2 of the lasers, you gotta mine for that complete winch and
temperature critical.
oh, I'm done with this one. And you should do 1,000 units. If you don't deliver 1,000 units, given that it's going to go another whole week, you may not have enough to get 2 of the lasers. So if you just did a little bit of work, you're only going to get 1. It seemed like if it was going to end on time, doing anything over 200
The boys
would ensure you get
suckered me
2.
into making a cutter mining vessel.
Yeah, that's what you should have. A
Battle
cutter is the
Vortex.
best mining vessel. Absolutely. The boys were correct, as usual.
Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Uh-oh, resources unallocated. Well, we better throw some away then.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan.
I hate them. Said
Programming limpet
Battle
drone.
Vortex.
Prospector limpet.
You hate the boys? I know. I think they
Best
know that
laser
too.
mining, not other mining. Said Fatifat.
Yeah, for platinum mining. Absolutely. It is the best.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet
And
engaged.
tritium. Said Fatifat.
Asteroid scan complete.
Oh, tritium is always better purchased than mine. It just doesn't pay enough to mine it. You're better off mining platinum, selling it, than buying tritium.
Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet
For
failed.
deep space players. Said Fatifat.
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, like if you're mining it out in the black.
Prospector limpet failed.
Yeah, it's It probably still is, but it's less important there because if you're empty, if your carrier is empty,
Yep.
which would be the only time I would ever
Satisfact.
mine, is if the carrier was already empty. Ah, shit, it struck the wrong rock.
Rolling on the floor laughing. Said. Dervianka.
Asteroid scan complete.
Um, it only takes 200 crit to do one jump of 500 light years. If you're empty. Because remember, the jump amount of tritium used in the carrier is based on the how much mass the carrier is carrying. So an empty carrier uses way less trit than a full carrier. So if all it takes is 200 to make one 500 light year jump, I don't know that there's a huge benefit in mining 500 at a time, which is what I'm doing on the cutter. All right, we're depleted.
Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic failed. Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic failed. Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic engaged. Prospect Olympic failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic engaged. Prospect
Crap.
Olympic failed.
What do we have here?
Prospect Olympic engaged. Asteroid scan.
Parasitodium.
Asteroid scan complete. Collect Olympic expired. Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic failed.
After mining that few, really?
Prospect Olympic engaged.
After I'm mining
Okay,
20
that's
to
platinum.
45, I wanna go watch paint dry for more fun.
Dude, if you ain't
Set.
mining 10,000, you ain't really
Dervianka.
mining at all. This is just like Thargoids. There's no difference between this and Thargoids. Oh, good, we get a 46%.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming Liquid Drone. Programming Liquid Drone.
This generates about 275 million per hour right now.
Asteroid depleted.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I need coffee and pizza. Said. Fatifat. Paint dry. Shoot. I watch water evaporate for fun. Said. Schism.
Hmm.
Programming Liquid Drone. Prospect Olympic failed. Programming Liquid Drone. Programming Liquid Drone. Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted.
Junk.
I'm just being silly. Ignore me. Said. Schism.
Prospect Olympic failed.
Well, but I also like American Truck Simulator. Used to like European Truck Simulator.
You gonna tell us why Mech lost his partnership? Said Fatifat.
I don't really know. I have suspicions, but I don't really know. And I'm not a partner, so I don't know any of the details there.
Me over here bitching about mining. Watching a mining stream lol. Said
Well, you know, watching one
Nervienta.
is different than mining, I guess. Because you don't even have to watch. You could be just listening in to the communication. We're close. Yeah.
You got a shield. Why you worry? I play ping pong with my Corsair Shield Core Mining.
Yeah, I know. It a lot of people will just bounce their ships off, but I don't know. I just want the ship to be flying around smoothly without bumping into shit. There's no point in losing the shield when you don't need to.
07 said Der Redford.
Gotta run a band
That I
rocks
can
here.
get behind. Said Fatifat.
There's a platform. I could be really close to a rock.
I crashed into a few rocks. Bumper shields are a must for me. Said Nervienta.
Yeah, there are people that mine without shields at all. I wouldn't do that. I still want shields, man. I try not to ram rocks, but doesn't mean I'm never gonna do it. Ooh, 63 platinum. And this one is junk. Here, we'll shoot this. Okay.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming
Joshua
limpet drone.
Aksharo. Thanks for following.
Prospect to limpet failed.
The old.
What's up, Brand? Mining for Grom CG. Said
Yep. Mining.
That cannon.
Limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Although I'm gonna be a backstabber today. I'm actually gonna switch from Grom to Felicia Winters.
I know how the destroyed feels. I am depleted too.
Complete.
Said
Prospect to
Fatifat.
limpet
Yeah.
engaged. Asteroid scan
It's
complete.
you know, it's a popularity contest. All the people that are normally for this blue-haired Smurf princess, they cannot possibly bring themselves to work for Grom. And so they're all getting behind who's actually the enemy of the Empire, which is Felicia. But they would rather do that than work for Grom. That's the problem with the blue hairs, man.
Asteroid depleted.
Filthy Switcher. Said Battle Vortex.
Yeah, you know, switching is exactly what Grom recommends when it helps you more, and then backstab him later. So I'm just following the Guild of Grom here. I'm doing exactly what he teaches. Get your free double lasers, and then use them to go take territory away from Felicia in the next round. We might lose the CG, but we'll win the war. Anyway, Filthy Switcher, you literally on your stream were saying, well, let's see who ends up winning before I join. That way I'll know who to deposit for. Give me that shit. You know, you realize I'm doing double duty here. I've
Last
already
Strike
done
Trader.
I've
Said
already done like
Battle
1,000 for
Vortex.
Grom. And now I'm gonna do 1,000 for Felicia. I'm not doing anything different than a typical rich donator in the American election cycle. You back both sides.
Asteroid depleted.
I only chose Winters because of the reward. Switching right after XD. Said Joshua Aksharo.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Ooh, I'm allocated. That means we have to dump some limpets.
Boss man told me Winters. I don't like other one. Said Nervianka.
Yeah, Winters is gonna win, so I mean it's understandable why people, but you know, I did it day one. Day one, it wasn't so obvious, so I did 1,000 on this account. I did 3,000 on my other account, all for Grom. But apparently, I was the only one doing it because that was not enough.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Backing both sides. only works when the bosses know who you are. Said Fatifat. Patience pays off in the end. Said Battle Vortex. I have a 320 trillion anaconda. Am fairly new to the game, so I don't have enough for cutter. Said
Oh, you-
Joshua Akshara.
Yeah, you don't have to use a cutter. A cutter is optimal, but you could totally use an anaconda. Nothing wrong with that. 43, good. 40, good. We'll do both of these.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming drone. Programming drone. Programming
Go, Limpets, go.
Asteroid depleted. Connectivity expired.
140 mil per run is really nice as a new player. Said Joshua Aksharo.
Yep, yep. It's a very good way to make money right now. It's going to end. This price won't stick around for too long, but for the time being, this is actually a very good
The
way to make money.
anaconda squeezes the wallet of another one. Said Fatifat.
Programming limpet drone. Collect limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
Sorry for being a noob. Could you show how to ignore materials so limpets only collect
Yeah.
platinum?
Yeah,
Said
sure.
Zach Cannon.
Now, I don't recommend ignoring materials. I recommend that you leave all the things called materials unignored, because if you don't need them, if you're full, your limpets are going to not pick them up anyway. They're going to ignore them. So the only reason your limpets are going to pick up materials is if you need the materials, you have room for them. So I don't recommend turning it off. But if you mean by materials literally anything, then yeah, like here's a gold fragment, right? So you click on that and you say, I'm going to remove gold. I'm going to, just for the example here, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to select gold. So you find the gold, you click on it, you go over to the right and you said add gold to ignore. So from that point on, it's going to be, you can see it's grayed out, which means it's hanging out there, but it's not going to get picked up. Now, I don't know why Pay Night should be ignored as well. Oh, I know why Pay Night, because it's actually worth a lot of money. It's not ignored. But normally, you want to set things to ignore that you don't want to pick up. But the things called materials, I would not ignore. I would actually pick them up because they don't take up any cargo space. So your limpets will pick them up, bring them back, but they don't take any cargo. And if you're able to pick them up, it means that you're actually low on them. And if you're low, well, you might as well get them because they're here for free. Now you can see I'm going towards the platinum hotspot here, so that gives me direction. So I'm constantly moving. If you look here, you can see that there's actually 2 platinum hotspots where I'm at. So I landed on this one. Landed at this one, which is 60 kilometers behind me.
What if a fragment has both gold and platinum? Said
Yeah,
Joshua
it'll pick it up
Aksharo.
as long as there's
Left
one
panel
thing.
Contacts scroll list. Said Fatifat.
If there's only one thing in a segment that has multiple things that you need, it's still going to pick it up. So don't worry about that. It'll only ignore it if everything in that segment, if that little chunk is set up as ignored. Yeah, it's left panel contacts. That's where you have all your materials. All right. So, did I shoot at this thing already or not? I can't remember. I'll shoot again. So yeah, I was showing how I go from one spot to another, and it doesn't have to be the same. Like as long as you go here, wherever you land, there's your spot. Pick something else on here and set it as a target. So you'll always have something to go toward. Okay, this is platinum as well. Perfect. Because you want to be moving in the same direction the whole time you're mining.
I
Otherwise,
was
you're going to
so
be in a
tired
big
of
circle.
having to vent them from refinery and inventory. Said Joshua Oxuro.
Yeah. Just mark them as in here as under contacts is something you don't want. It's really easy. So you're going, I think like I've got osmium that way, and I've got painite. So I've collected 10 painite. I'm not mining for painite, but I know I'll be able to sell painite for a good chunk of money. But let's say I said, screw it, I just don't care. I'm going to dump painite, right? How much is painite right now? Before I dump it,
Beautiful.
the number
Thanks,
that
man.
it tells you,
Said
sorry, let me back up from
Zach
here.
Cannon.
Depleted. The number that it tells you on here isn't the actual price of painite, right? So this is the average price of painite, and in some places it's going to be super cheap. So if we go to Nara, and I'm not showing it on the screen, I'm just doing it on the side window, and then I go into commodities, I go do a quick search for painite.
Not much. Said
No, let's find out.
Satisfat.
And it looks like painite right now, I want to sell painite, right? Right now, the best price paid for painite is 250,000. Yeah, which is less than what I'm getting paid for platinum. So we'll go ahead and dump painite. And you want to abandon it if you don't want to re-pick it up. Jettison is gonna, the Olympics are gonna try and pick it up again. If you abandon it, then they won't try and pick it up.
I've
And,
been collecting everything.
The reason that I'm keeping the osmium is because people will buy osmium for over $1 million a piece when they need them for missions. So I like having some extra osmium aboard the carrier to sell, because you can literally make $1 million a piece on those, even though its average price is really low. So I dumped that. So let me now go ahead and, okay, I do have it on the ignore. Good. I left painite on the ignore list. So I'm gonna remove it and then I'll re-add it. I'll add painite to the ignore list. That way it's not gonna get,
Anyone else on the
Collect.
East Coast not able to connect to servers right now? Said
have you updated your launcher? Because I know they had an update out.
Are you playing in open? Said
Am I
Zach
stupid?
Cannon.
Why the hell would I be doing this in open? Nobody should be doing this in open. Open is for PvP. If you don't want to do PvP, do not go into open.
You can also buy the pre-engineered lasers with osmium. Said
Yeah, that's why
Battle
people,
Vortex.
that is literally why people will pay $1 million a piece or even more than $1 million a piece from. If you want to buy 6 lasers, well, you need 16 osmium per laser. And it takes a while to mine them, and you can't always find them, so people just pay the money. I know, because I did that myself.
Also constant Blackadder errors. Said Joshua Oxuro.
Alright. Oh, there's a 57% platinum. Nice. I love this area. It's such a good area. Yeah, if anybody ever tells you to mine in open, just know that they want to kill you. Because there's literally zero reason to ever mine in open. And you can mine with other people. Like, there is some benefit to doing group mining. I've done that on stream before, but always do that in a private session.
I was in open and I forgot. Got ganked immediately after a run when I still had a python. Said Joshua Oxuro.
Yeah, I mean, they really
I
should
bought
just
6
reopen, or
before work.
not reopen. They
2 mil each.
They
Said
should rename
Battle
open
Vortex.
to just PvP. So that would be more clear, and if people want to do PvP, you go into the PvP mode, which is what open is. by calling it open, it sort of makes it sound like, oh, well, there's no
Good
limits on there,
advice,
so we should
Brad.
go in there.
Said. Battle Vortex.
A lot of people end up originally going into open thinking that's the normal mode. No, the normal mode is solo. The more common, if you want to do stuff with people, is private session, and open should just be renamed to PvP because that's what it is. But also, you can be on open for days and not see anybody. It all depends if you go to highly populated areas. Like Jameson, for example. Then you'll see people constantly fighting. But you could be on the edges of the bubble or out of the bubble in open and never see anybody. But still, it's like, well, why would you want to go into PvP mode unless you're interested in doing PvP? And if you're interested in doing PvP, then you really need to be in an area where other people are doing PvP. You have somebody to fight. The old worthless crap.
Programming liquid drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Gold.
Limpet engaged. Programming liquid drone. Asteroid scan complete.
Plat.
Limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
So we'll dump that K9. It should still be.
If you play in open, your private information can be leaked to the world. Stay tuned for the upcoming video. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
What information can be leaked? Oh, I already shot that one. Okay. Keep this one.
We won't let anyone leak on you, Sarge. Said. Battle Vortex.
Programming liquid drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Osmium. God, there's a lot of osmium here. Junk.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming liquid drone. Collector limpet expired.
Jeez, there's a bunch of bad rock.
Nutchin has a new vid about IP addresses.
Yeah,
Said.
he does.
Battle Vortex.
But unfortunately,
That was
he's
my
also
next
not correct.
question. Are you running a private instance that stream viewers can join? Said. Zach Cannon.
I'm not right now, but if we do something like go after Thargoids, then yes, I do. But right now, I'm in private. All right, so this is what? 56%. Perfect. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
seven, I think I'll go try get my credits up. I'll see if I hit my first billion.
There you
Said.
go. Yeah,
Joshua
doing this, you
Oshuran.
could easily hit a billion. You do this for a few days, you could do a billion easily. And again, that price won't last. Just keep that in mind. This just limited time, so.
You
limited
mean
time to
he's
make good
wrong
money.
Again. OMG. Said.
Well, I wasn't going to
Battle
talk at all
Vortex.
about his video, but I will say it is a little bit hyperbolic. It's a little bit of FUD, but it's not really. He's pointing out that the company is doing something which every other company does as well. This is not unique whatsoever to Frontier. This is something that every company does. And it's not a big deal unless there are major technical issues, security issues that are in the game. Okay, junk. Oh yeah, and tons of osmium. A whole lot of platinum.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet
Okay, that was junk.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming input drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged.
Oh, come on. Where's my platinum at?
Collector limpet expired.
I have my first billion. Currently running in a Python for the CG. Don't have the cutter unlocked. Thinking about going and kitting out at Anaconda, then coming back and switch to the blue hair. Said Zach Cannon. How many days until we see a ban from the game?
You better not be switching to a
Said
blue-haired Smurf.
Battle Vortex.
Them's fighting words.
Asteroid
We've seen bans. They banned people just recently. They banned people that were cheating with colonization. I think there were 6 people banned.
complete. Programming input drone.
Most games ban people. They usually don't make big announcements about it, but I mean, banning accounts is a pretty regular part of game sport.
Prospect limpet engaged. Programming input drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Programming input drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet
I
engaged.
also don't understand
Go.
power play. Said Joshua Oxshuru.
Asteroid scan.
Well, it was good watching for a bit. I gotta go. Good
Yep.
luck with the mining and have a great
Thank
day,
you.
everyone. Said.
Yeah, power play.
Listen.
I've got a number of videos in power play that help go through it. It's really not that hard. It's just a matter of doing a bunch of tasks. The hardest thing
Game
about
for
power play is the
colonization.
terminology.
Wonder what they did. Said Kundervianka.
Oh, you didn't hear about that? So there were people that were using
07.
cheats
Said
that allowed
Battle
them
Vortex.
to colonize really fast. 19. Nothing good here. Basically allowed them to colonize really fast because the cheats were not counting materials that they unloaded in their carriers as leaving their carriers. So they were
I
effectively
just
able
like to
to
joke
just
about it, but if you hate the game so much as to complain every day, just play another game. Said CMDR Sergeant.
Yeah, I agree with you for normal people, Sarge. However, in multiple games, I subscribe to channels of content creators, of streamers, whatever you want to call them, whose main focus of the channel is complaining about the game. There's a guy named Salty Mike, which has a very large channel, whose whole channel's origin and still, to some extent, most content is complaining about Star Citizen. And he's a full-time streamer. Like, he makes an income off of this, off of complaining about the game, or at least he used to. Here's my current theory about Salty Mike is, I think once he got big enough, he was contacted by the game company and I said, look, we don't mind you complaining about the game, and in fact, we're going to provide you with a direct link to get misconceptions addressed, though. So, like, if you only complain about legitimate issues with the game, we're totally cool with it. But we'll even give you somebody in the company to go talk to about all the things we're accused of doing that we don't actually do. So I think he is actually, I mean, I don't want to say he's paid by the game company, but he's definitely got direct access to the game company. And they figured out a way to use him as a way to actually prevent some problematic complaints or whatever from people, because he will say, oh yeah, no, I looked into this. This is not the case. That's not actually happening in the
As
game.
he should complain. That game sucks. Said Battle
That
Vortex.
game sucks.
Lol.
Well, he's complaining a lot less these days than he used to
CMDR Sergeant.
before he got big, that's for sure. But there's also a whole bunch of people for every game that do the exact opposite. And there are absolutely people in this game that do the same. People who will never complain about legitimate problems either. I don't think there's anything wrong with complaining about genuine problems in the game. And if you're lucky, that'll even help fix those problems. Usually not. Usually the game company doesn't give a shit enough to fix problems based on what content creators do, but sometimes they do. It's a fine line, right? Complaining about things that don't work is very human. It's a very normal
He
kind
was
of
talking
thing to do.
about his channel and direction the other day. Said Battle Vortex.
Asteroid scan complete.
You still talking about Meccan? Yeah, but there, look, and I've talked to a number of people about some of the streamers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call content creators in this game who don't actually play game. They put out videos about the game, but they don't actually play the game. Is that better or worse than complaining about the game that you do play? Ah, 43, nice. So that's, you know, it's everything's gray, guys. Nothing's black and white. It's all gray.
Prospect limit engaged.
I only play Power Nap.
Asteroid scan
Said
complete.
Fatifat. No, I was talking about Mike. Said Battle
Talking about
Vortex.
Mike. Oh, Salty Mike. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, he talks about should I quit? And he has titles, baity titles like that in his video too. I used to really like Mike. I've talked to him a bunch back like 2 years ago. I used to stream with Grumpy Eye. I was a regular guy on Grumpy Eye's channel when he streamed for Star Citizen because
If you play to never say anything, then you are doing a disservice to the community. Said Battle Vortex.
oh, that's okay. So you just insulted literally everybody who doesn't have a channel then, because that most people just play the game and then they never say anything. Or you mean as a content creator if you don't say anything? Is that what you mean? Because I think that there's got to be a distinction made between just regular people who don't have channels who are actually like, you know, sane people, not the crazy ones like us.
Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged.
Another low platinum. How am I doing on my collection here?
Okay,
61.
let me rephrase.
Okay, there we go.
As a content creator, said Battle Vortex.
45. Good. We'll do that one. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Vortex. I think that if you run into problems, you should point out the problems. It may or may not do anything to address the problems because some game companies really don't want negative publicity and they'll jump on it and fix it right away. Other game companies won't give a shit ever. So it doesn't.
I actually try and speak up for the boys too since they don't make videos.
Yeah.
Said Battle Vortex.
Yeah, well,
I
you're-
understand. Sometimes I need a voice of reason.
That's because all your boys are in witness protection
CMDR
program, dude.
Sergeant.
That's the main reason.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged.
Okay, this is junk.
Asteroid scan complete.
What about the guy trying to circle the bubble in a carrier? He just quit because he was tired of grinding and mining. Said
Well, but that's his own
Satisfied.
choice, right?
Reasons
So if you
left,
quit
keep
because
the
of your
filthy word
own
out of
decisions
your
about
mouth.
gameplay,
Said Under Bianca. Truth. They need protection. Lol. Said. Battle Vortex.
Yeah, and you're very
Wrong.
good. You're a very
Said.
good mother to them,
Max.
Vortex.
Holy cow. How long is the delay on your channel? Said.
It might be
CMDR
long.
Sergeant.
It may be quite long, dude, because running in 4K mode forces you to have a longer delay. The Twitch delay is much shorter because that's not 4K. Ooh, 55. Nice.
When I finish this kill start engineer material grind. Said. Joshua Aksharo. They mother me too. Lol. Said. Battle Vortex.
Well, I got videos on all the grinds there, Josh. So make sure you watch that before you go. Before you start grinding. And I almost am surprised I have to say this because I've only been making videos since last September, but some of the older videos are no longer correct because of changes to the game. So if there are two videos that I've made about the same topic, always watch the one that's newer because it probably corrects some of the things in the older video. I don't like taking videos down completely because usually it's like 90% correct and 10% has changed.
Sergeant King Earth end up on me and guilted me into making a mining cutter slash. Said.
Yeah,
Battle
and that's
Vortex.
good. They did the right thing because that is the correct ship for mining, so that's good.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Use Ed Material Helper to make the grind easier. Said. Max.
Yep, that's another good suggestion for sure.
Engaged.
And I believe I use that
You
in my
don't
video as
have
well.
to take them down.
Asteroid scan.
Just make them unlisted. Said.
Yeah, I don't want
Battle
to do that
Vortex.
either because I still want people watching them because again,
I
they're
want
90%
to mine
correct.
with my carrier. Said. Fatifat.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged. Prospect to limpet failed.
16%.
Scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to
31's a little low,
That
but
will help the algorithm push them to the correct video. Said. Battle Vortex.
ooh, 52%. That's much better.
asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, all I've been doing is I'm pinning comments that kind of say like, here's what's changed, or here, there's a new updated video, click this link, something like that. I think there is a reason to have historical
never
videos
mind.
out there.
I had to click the live button. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
Oh, was it not? So you were watching on a like a multi-minute delay instead of a like a 20-second delay? Is that what you mean?
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet drone.
No one reads the comments. Lol. Said.
Oh, they definitely do on my
Battle
video because
Vortex.
they argue with me. They totally read the comments, dude.
It was user error. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
Yeah, it usually is, Sarge. I had comments on one of my videos recently that said Sarge was trolling me long enough that made me want to go and investigate something. People read that.
Yeah, I was like 10 minutes behind. Said.
Oh, damn.
CMDR Sergeant.
Yeah, 10 minutes is not a normal delay. 29%. Nice. This is a good rock. I'm gonna go refresh my iced tea here. I'll be right back, guys.
Long, said. CMDR Sergeant.
Asteroid depleted.
Dang Sarge. Said. Battle Vortex. Yeah, I'm just chatting away to the past. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
Oops. Forgot to turn those off.
Programming Leaker drone.
Fai the Corsair should not be pink. It's not flamingo pink. Said. Fatifat.
Engaged.
Oh,
Asteroid scan complete.
Get with the times, dude. Said. Battle Vortex.
Prospect limpet failed. Programming Leaker drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
so basically just like real life, Sarge.
Prospect limpet engaged. Prospect limpet engaged.
It was a little low,
So
but
now Sarge is a time traveler. Said.
in the wrong direction though.
Nervianka. I'll send you the address to the retirement home I'm living in. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
Don't dox yourself, Sarge. It's not a good move. Also, if you get an email that looks like it's from Microsoft
Sinside.
telling you that
69
they
years
owe you
old,
money,
Said.
don't call them.
CMDR Sergeant. I'll come visit ya old timer. Said. Battle Vortex.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limpet failed.
This is the future. Pink is used to declare bankruptcy. Said. Fatifat.
Asteroid scan complete.
Okay.
Programming Leaker drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limpet failed. Programming Leaker drone.
Okay. When your limpets fly into the mining lasers, do they take damage?
Nope.
Said. Kundervianka. You should just assign the grandma voice to me. Said. CMDR Sergeant.
Collector limpet expired. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
What do we got? Junk. Junk.
Programming Leaker drone. Collector limpet expired. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming Leaker drone. Cargo hold at maximum
Okay, we'll do that one.
Asteroid scan complete.
No, I want Grandma to make cookies thanks for that. Sad, safe, that's a fact.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector liquid expired. Programming liquid drone. Programming liquid drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid depleted. Programming liquid drone. Prospect liquid failed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, picked up. Nice, nice.
Aloha Mora, safe, that's a fact. There she is, safe. CMDR Sergeant, I saw your comment about doing the co-op with Ecstasy. I wonder if they would fraternize with the Misfits. Lol, safe. That's a vortex.
Misfits. Who plays this game and is not a misfit? That's what I'd like to know.
The grind never ends. Safe, Mac.
So let's dump the osmium because we talked about it already. And let's dump some limpets because don't need them.
Asteroid depleted. Programming liquid drone. Prospect liquid failed. Prospect liquid engaged.
Partners aren't misfits. Safe. That's a vortex.
Programming
Partners aren't misfits? Come on. You gotta be kidding me.
prospect liquid failed.
There's only one partner streamer for this game, not a streamer, even a YouTuber, that would be considered a mainstream content creator. Everybody else has got a tiny, tiny little audience. Even if they have their own festival, it's still a tiny, tiny little audience that isn't a dent for YouTube.
Engaged.
Not even close.
Liquid drone. Prospect liquid failed. Asteroid scan complete.
There are games out there where a streamer with 100,000 subscribers would be a
That
very
voice
small
is
streamer.
Terrible. Safe. That's a vortex.
Prospect liquid engaged.
It's what, you don't like women? You don't like elderly women? Is that what you're saying? You have a problem with this voice?
Prospect liquid failed.
Or do you just dislike people from the black country in the UK? I'm gonna have to do this 31, I think.
Programming liquid drone. Prospect liquid failed. Prospect liquid engaged. Programming liquid drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect liquid failed.
If I did cut Afra, safe. That's a fact. I don't like you, but I still come here.
Complete.
Lol. Safe. That's a vortex.
All right. Well, truth is comes out, I guess. Yeah. I'm just jealous of all your little miniature video game consoles. That's all.
I think you know my stance on women. Safe. Battle vortex.
Yeah, I know exactly what your stance on women is. But I suspect you have a stance on women that are old and wise as well. I've never seen an avatar on your channel with grandma on it. Why not? What's wrong with grandma?
Stop by and let's jam on some arcade games.
Yeah, you would probably kick my
Battle
ass. I'm
vortex.
not very good at all the old school stuff. I played it when I was young.
Someone should spam videos of the league needing to add wipers to the game. They are missing out on millions. Safe.
Oh God, no.
CMDR Sergeant.
We already have
Where
one. We
you're
don't need any more than one.
overheating Roful. Safe. To be on the Vortex by all the China on handheld.
Oh, he's
Safe.
got these
That's a
1/4 scale, like arcade game, like from the old school arcades machines. They're really cool. I kind of treat video games in a lot of ways the way I treat books, which is I really enjoy reading a book
Are safe.
when I read it,
Battle Vortex.
but I don't usually reread books. I don't usually replay video games either. And that pretty much guarantees that I'm going to be crappy at old games.
1/6K. Safe.
1/6,
Battle
I'm sorry. I
Vortex.
thought they were 1/4 scale. Fair enough.
Programming Elite drone.
I remember I had some friends that bought like old used actual arcade machines. And I'm trying to remember how much they were going for. It was at a like big auction thing. I think maybe like $200, $300 a piece, somewhere in that range. You had to pick it up like the next day. They didn't want to hold them. All right, 49%. We'll take it.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming Elite drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming Elite drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold.
She has 9 Vortex or heavy blink. Safe. Back to back.
Asteroid depleted. Programming Elite drone. Prospect limit failed.
Let's see what do we got.
My apartment is too small
Dump
for
some more of these guys.
full-sized arcade machine. Safe. Battle Vortex.
Yeah, full size machines can. What are they like? I'm trying to remember what they are. Are they like 3 feet by 3 feet? What's the
Collector limit expired.
what's the size footprint? I guess of that.
Prospect limit
I do have some grandmas. I just scaled them back to 28 for the boys. Lol. Safe. Battle Vortex.
All right. Let's see what we get.
At least. Said. Battle Vortex.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming Elite drone. Prospect limit failed. Programming Elite drone. Prospect limit failed.
I even did Judge Judy a couple of months ago. Said. Battle Vortex.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming Elite drone. Prospect limit engaged.
So we got about 100 left. Too. Yeah, we got 384 right now.
Asteroid scan complete.
Was her husband mad? Said. Fatifat.
Prospect limpet failed.
Why,
Engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed.
crap.
Limpet engaged.
Oh, what's this one?
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged.
Don't.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Programming limpet drone.
I'm going home from work. See you later, Random Sarge and Uncle Jay. Said. Battle Bordex.
Have a good one, man.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged. Prospect
Over.
limpet engaged.
L8 Boss Act.
Here we go, 63%. That was worth it.
Derby Unca.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Atlas is going to do a video surface mining with the Panther Clipper in July. Said. Fatifat.
I mean, mining, yes. I don't know about surface mining. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a video on mining with it.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed.
Where is the... There it is. This is scan one. Okay, 46%. That'll work.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Prospect limpet
27.
engaged.
Not good enough.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired.
See what that one was.
Prospect limpet engaged.
No.
Asteroid scan.
Mining with the Clipper. Open cargo hold. Fly up to asteroid. Scoop up asteroid. Fly to station while Class 9 refinery breaks it down.
Programming
Said.
limpet drone.
Fatifat.
Prospect limpet failed.
Have you done the mining, Uncle? Ah, crap. Another bad rock.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Oh, another good plan.
Programming limpet drone.
Good.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid depleted.
I docking at Riaz right now, said Dervianka.
Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
35 plate went through 30 limps. That's about as much mining at one scientist, said Dervianka.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet engaged. Prospect limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed.
So when I'm wrapping this guy up, I'm gonna fly back to the carrier, jump the carrier to
When two
turn in,
asteroids get married, does one buy a giant human to place
turn
in
it in
the other's
to
crater?
finish the
Said.
community goal.
Fatifat.
This should get me to around 1,000,
Asteroid scan.
maybe a little bit less, but around 1,000
Limpet drone.
platinum, which should make sure that I'm in the 75 percentile. Now, when I was doing it originally for Grom, I was in 7th place, not percentile, but obviously the numbers are much higher here, so it's going to be, as long as I get it enough to get the second
Prospect limpet engaged.
second laser, that's
Programming limpet
good
drone.
enough.
Prospect limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
Hey, anybody watching? Any of you guys played X4? I've tried it a couple times in the past, and I've been starting to get into it. I've been watching a bunch of videos on gameplay, and I'm probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours into it right now. And it's starting to kind of make sense to me, but there's so much in that game that is, I think it's a similar learning curve to this game, frankly. There's just so much stuff to do that's not obvious. And they do have a lot of training scenarios in there, but it's still not like things aren't intuitive, I guess. So if anyone's played it, you want to give me any pointers, please do.
I waned X4 for a while, but never got it. Said.
Yeah.
Vienta.
Well, and
Does
I've
material content matter or just percent? Said. Mac.
what am I looking for in the rocks? I'm looking for the highest percent available. The material content, I don't believe matters. I used to believe it matters. I've sort of changed my mind on that. The way it was explained to me originally when I started playing, like many years ago, was the material content showed how much of the other minerals were in the rock. So a low content, high percent means that you don't get very much overall. But informally kind of doing mining both low rocks and high content rocks, the amount of time it takes to mine them seems to be about the same. So I think material content may actually be referring to the all of this junk. When we go to it, all like iron, chromium, the things that are labeled material. So I think that's actually what it refers to. So at this point, I don't think it matters. But like I said, I always used to look for rocks with high material content in the past.
Got it tied. Said. Mac. Hi, how's it going? Did you switch for the CG from Grom or not? Said. Technofreate.
Hey, I haven't yet, but I will be shortly. As soon as I'm done mining, I'm gonna switch from Grom. Come on, where's my limpets at? Why are you not picking stuff up, limpets? Oh, that's all junk? Oh, okay. Got it.
You guys enjoy the rest of your days, Evrero. Said.
Have a good one, Uncle.
Collector limpet expired. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
More need to switch to Grom to make it last longer, not the other way around, lol.
Well, it's gonna last longer anyway. It should have been done tomorrow, Techno. But I don't know if you noticed, they added one more level, which now stretched it out for the rest of the week. So they've artificially made it last longer by just adding in one level. Because it was going to be over tomorrow, if not tonight. I thought today was really going to be the last day. $56, good. We'll do that one. See what this one is. Oh, that's another 56. Damn. All right, good. We'll take
Currently
it.
mining, and it's so much faster after ignoring other mags. Said.
There you go.
Joshua Oxshiro.
Yep. It should be. Speaking of, I still got some osmium I'm picking up here. Let me turn off Osby and pick up. There we go.
Warning, temperature critical. Asteroid depleted. Programming lead drone. Prospect limpet failed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Mission objective detected. Programming lead drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limpet engaged.
28, not enough.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet
Platinum 40, and let's see what this one is.
Asteroid scan
59, nice.
Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Let's dump some more limpets while I'm here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Really?
Asteroid depleted. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid depleted.
Almost done.
Collector limpet expired. Programming lead drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming lead drone. Asteroid scan complete. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limpet failed. Programming lead drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limpet failed.
Hi, Atlas Rat. I hope all's good with you. Did you see Men's recent video?
Complete.
Kinda curious and interesting. It was.
Limpet failed.
Said. Kunder Corvuscurix nevermore. I didn't mean to sound like Yoda. Said. Kunder Corvuscurix nevermore.
Hey Corvus, you still out in the black? Yep, I watched this video.
Prospector limpet engaged.
You know, my one comment on it is, I don't think it's really a big deal. Like every software company, not just game company, but every software company does this. Every time you look at a browser, your IP address is getting recorded. It's really not that big a deal.
On behalf of the eGPU command, I thank you for your contribution to Yuri Grom's fight for freedom among the stars. Said. Why AD ever?
Engaged.
Yeah, well, you know, we tried. What can I say?
Complete.
We tried. I think I did over 4,000 total for him, but it ain't enough. What was this rock? Did I use this rock? Getting close. Platinum 19, so that's shit.
Asteroid scan complete. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect
36 might have to do that one.
programming input drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid scan complete. Programming input drone.
Do that.
Engaged.
Junk. That one's done.
Maximum capacity. Asteroid scan complete.
Yes. Still out here where it's super lonely.
Yeah.
Said.
You're making good money from the first footfalls, though. I would hope you're doing that out there.
Programming input drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limit failed. Programming input drone.
Yeah, knew that was gonna happen.
Engaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limit failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming input drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limit failed. Programming input drone. Prospect limit engaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limit failed. Asteroid scan complete. Collector limit expired. Programming input drone. Prospect limit
Young.
engaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limit engaged.
Okay. There's a platinum.
Engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid scan complete.
What about the one next to it?
Programming input drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospect limit failed.
There's a lot of little ones here too. Holy cow.
Programming input drone. Prospect limit failed. Programming input drone. Prospect limit engaged. Programming input drone. Asteroid scan complete. Programming input drone. Programming input drone. Programming
So this is interesting. I've brought this up before too, but my speed of doing stuff on stream versus off stream. So I think we just hit 2 hours on the stream. I started mining pretty much right after starting the stream. 33, we might do that one, and 40, we'll definitely do that one. The first shipload I did of this took me just over an hour. And maybe I just got more lucky. That could certainly be the case as well. But, you know, now it's about 2 hours, and I think I'm about full. Yeah, I've got 2 limpets left, so I'm definitely full. So I can shoot out the other limpets, doesn't matter. I just get rid of them. Free up the cargo hold. And then we'll finish on this guy. Okay, now we're out of limpets. And we'll fill up all of this as well. Oh, you get enough for a fleet
says
carrier.
they are
Perfect.
coming next week to talk
That's
trades,
awesome.
but they are going to waste time. Said Fatifat. The good news is that I've scraped up enough Exobio to get that fleet carrier. All I have to do is get to Geonomics safely. Said.
Yep.
Der
Yep.
Corvuscurex
Make
Nevermore.
sure you do that. And there's a few carriers out there, like I've got mine in Colonia right now that has genomics on it, and it's everything's 0% unlocked. Other people have said theirs up that way as well, so you can also do it in a carrier. Just make sure you check that there's no tax on the carrier. All right, let me see. I need to close that, put that away, and then work on it. It is not lowered. Come on. Oh, I'm still mass locked. Okay. Oh, that's right.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
According to the latest information, there are no more than 900 active pilots in the ranks of those who have sworn allegiance to Gra. Unfortunately, our enemies greatly outnumber us. Said. Why AD ever?
Well, the good news is we're expanding our territory way more than Felicia Winters. In fact, she's losing territory, so it's all good.
Frameshift drive charging.
The black has stripped paint off my Zlal. Said.
Oh, I know. Isn't that
Der
funny?
Corvuscurex Nevermore.
Yeah, that's a great look. I actually like it when the paint looks all weathered.
I'll be joining Grom. So, make that 901.
Now, there's a lot
Said.
more than 900
Der
people.
Corvuscurex Nevermore.
There's a lot of people playing with Grom.
Comms established. Hello, Commander.
Oh, hey guys, I just saw something come in from.
The form has information about a new round of confrontation in LP 855 to 34. There are active zones of conflict between the powers.
Yeah, that definitely
Let's
came out
show
wrong.
Winters what our strength is.
Yeah,
Said.
I think
Why
there'll
AD
probably
ever?
be a
I am
fairly.
playing with myself. Wait, that came out wrong.
I think
Said.
that there's going to
Bad
be
bad.
quite a bit of get a spot real quick here. Quite a bit of confrontation post the community goal between Grom and Winters. I think Winters is going to lose a lot of systems as a result of this. May be able to win the war, but definitely lose a lot of systems. That's for sure. Transfer all this stuff. And I did test. I put a post on the video. People were saying that you could store on your carrier, and that is correct. What you can't do is buy or sell to your carrier. You can only use the. Let me move this. Oops. Where am I? Inventory. And you have to go do this. You have to do the transfer. You can't sell to yourself to your carrier, and you can't buy from your carrier. You have to use this interface. And we get 10 platinum now again. That's for coming off the refinery. Perfect. Alright, we got good. So I got another jump to make before I can offload this. Alright guys, I appreciate everybody jumping in. I'm going to oh, I know what I was gonna do. Sorry, I need to show you guys this. So this is a new screen that is let me flip to it. Hang on one sec. Before I talk about it, let me show the screen.
Can your friends mine and store on your own carrier as well? Said Jack Cannon.
Well, you can't move things to your friends' carriers. You can only sell or buy from your friends' carriers. So the only way this works with a community goal is on your own carrier. But let me show you a screen here. Hang on one sec. Gotta bring it up here. Let's say window cap. This is coming off of Discord. Does Discord not let me do this? Okay, let me save this once I got. Basically, I want to show you something. Save image. And this. You're gonna like this. And then let me go to this. And go to, I know this is boring guys, hang on one sec. I'm trying to grab a couple of images here. There we go. Okay, now I can share this. This is gonna be why is this not? Oh, it is working. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it in here. There we go. And then I'll put it in here. See how that works. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Now you should be able to see it. All right, so what are you looking at? So this is an update to SRV Survey, to the web portion. So in SRV Survey, they now have added the breakdown that shows what economies the station has visually. It shows you the strong market links, and it shows you the overall breakdown of each station. Also shows you the net effect of all those things. So it's pretty awesome, I think. And let me show you another view from there. So this is another view from the
Cool.
website as
Said
well.
Satifact.
So for those of you using SRV Survey, it's already there. Actually, I think you may need to update the client because he's got a new one pretty regularly. But if anyone's not using it, dude, you're missing out on a huge amount of data when it comes to
I
colonization.
just engineered my Gigaconda over the past few days. Did not realize some engineers are a huge pain in the ass. Said.
There's a few that are a pain in the
Mystery.
ass. That's true. That part is true. So anyway, guys, if you're not using SRV Survey, I would strongly recommend you start using it. I've got a link to it in all my videos now. All the recent videos, there'll be a link to it. And if you're doing any colonization stuff, definitely get SRV Survey. And then the Raven Colonial is the name of the website, ravencolonial.com for it. Hi guys, I'm going to wrap up. I've been going for
Did he work on carrier issues? Said.
carrier
That
issue.
is that.
No, that carrier issue still has an issue, unfortunately. All right, guys, I will catch you all in the next video or in the next stream. Thanks for joining. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget, we have an active, fairly active Discord. So if you want to get access to stuff before it shows up on the stream, whether it's me talking with other guys about what's working or not working in colonization or other topics, we also have the my ship builds are on the Discord. There's all kinds of info in there, so definitely come and check it out. I'll do the Discord thing before I log off, but this is something anyone can do at any time. Just type in !Discord and it will post an invite to the Discord. You all